Welcome back to the channel. Got another video for you. Excited about this. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button, and even leave a comment. That helps push the video forward in the algorithm. Let's jump right into it. So there are 4 things that I keep in mind whenever I'm, being active and or doing cardio, something of that nature. The 4 things are: I have an aim or goal, I have a pace or someone near me that I'm using as a pace setter. I remember that this is my own journey, this is my race to run, this is my workout to complete. And the 4th one is to finish strong. These are 4 things, 4 principles that I keep in mind in terms of my fitness, my cardio. But I've learned that when these 4 principles are applied to my everyday life, it puts me in a position to win. So I want to share them with you and how you can apply them to your life as you go about whatever your goals may be. Maybe your goals are to grow in your faith. Maybe your goals are to finish school. Maybe your goal is to lose weight or to save a certain amount of money. Whatever your goal is, these 4 principles apply. But I just want to share some specifics that I believe when you apply them, they will really help you not only reach them, but catapult your life and make your mentality stronger. All right, so the first one is aim or goal. Whenever I do things mindlessly, it gives me the liberty to be non-committal. It allows me to just go based off how I feel. But when I have a goal in mind and an aim that I'm striving for, it puts me in a position to where I have to commit and that I have to push past my feelings. Same with you. When you have an aim or a goal in mind, the idea is to commit, to make a determination, to set your mind that this is where you want to reach. And that's why it's important to not just live life mindlessly or without purpose. You have to be willing to have a goal, to have something to aim for, because that's when the journey really begins. Because now there's a target, now there's an end, there's a destination in mind that you're striving for. The next one is about pace. Typically, I've learned to set my own pace, but sometimes, if I'm being serious, I don't challenge myself because I may feel a certain way. I may not feel like doing it, so I won't challenge myself as much. So during those situations, I find a pace setter to be a good deal. So either I'm going to determine my pace up front, or I'm going to find a pace setter to keep up with. And how I do that when I'm on like a trail, I'll see somebody and I'm inspired by the pace they're going. I'm like, man, they're getting it. So then I make up in my mind, all right, I'm going to allow them to be my pace setter. I'm not going to get too far behind them. I'm going to make sure I can always see them, because they are setting a pace for me in my mind that I want to keep up with. It's the same thing. There's no need for you to reinvent the wheel to try to figure out, okay, at what pace should I go on your own? Sometimes we need that accountability, a pace setter. Maybe you've been on this journey before and you know what pace you want to go at. Great. But if you're not filling up to it, you need a pace setter. You need some benchmarks to hit as you are striving, because having that pace setter will keep you in close proximity to the time frame that you have in mind, the amount of whatever it is that you want to hit. That's why having a pace setter or going at a pace is vital as we are striving to, hit our goals. The next point is understanding that this is your race to run. It's so easy, or this is your workout to do. These are your goals. They're unique to you. And I'm not saying that, what you're experiencing or what you're aiming for is new and it's never been done under the sun. But what I am saying is that even though it's not new and other people have done it, it's still yours. And you don't have to compare yourself, your pace, your goals to anybody else. In fact, that's not even healthy, because your capacity is not someone else's. Your gifts is not someone else's. Um, what you even desire to do with the outcome is not someone else's, it's yours. So no matter how similar our run, our race is, our journey, our goals are, they're still unique to us. What may be an A to someone else may be a B to you. Or should I say, what may be a B to someone else may be an A for you. And that's why I think, and when I say these letters, I'm talking about like letter grades in the classroom. I know I mentioned about saving money. Saving $10,000 may be a big deal for you, but that may be a small thing to someone else. Or it may be a small thing for you and a big deal to someone else. That's why it's important for you to figure out what you want to do on your race in going after your goals. It's your race to run. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. I'm not saying don't learn. I'm not even saying don't look and see how they do things and apply it. I think those are good things to do, to look at what others are doing, to be inspired from their creativity. But at the end of the day, it's your race to run. Lastly, it's finish strong. I remember when I was doing my cardio the other morning, I had a pace setter. There was a gentleman there that was just getting to it. Now, mind you, I had already started. He had got much further ahead of me that I had to run at a faster speed to get to him. And he's an older guy. Must have been about in his 60s or 70s. I don't know. But I was like, he's getting it in. I'm just kind of being lackadaisical about it. So I'm going to use him as my pace setter. Well, I got to a point to where I had him and I could see him. And so I just slowed down and I just kind of got into my, okay, I'm going to make this my pace as long as I keep up. And I realized, you know what? I'm not pushing myself. And the closer I got to my 4 miles, because that was my aim for that morning, to do 4 miles, I was like, you know what? I need to finish strong. I don't need to be lackadaisical. It feels like I have the energy to push. And I want to finish strong. I want to prove something to myself. I want to sharpen my mind. I want to make myself greater in this moment than what I might settle for. So I decided I'm going to finish strong, and I'm going to go past him, and I'm going to see how far ahead I can get. And from that point on, I'm making my mind up to do that. That's what I did. I ran past him, and I said I want to create as much distance between him and I as possible so that I can finish this thing strong, so I can tell myself, you finish strong. And that's what you have to do in life. You have to tell yourself and make up in your mind that you're going to finish strong. You're not going to be lazy. You're not going to settle for less. You're going to finish as strong as possible. You're going to create as much distance between your best and just your lackadaisical efforts. Because sometimes it's really just a battle between you versus you. These are the 4 principles that I keep in mind as I go through my day-to-day life. Sometimes I'm not as sharp on them as I should, but they have transformed my thinking. And we know where the mind goes, the body follows, and that's why keeping these in mind, making them a priority gives me a stronger mindset. Even when I'm not feeling up to it, and I know it'll do the same thing for you. Have a goal in mind. If you have a pace that you know is good, great. If you don't have a pace, find someone, a person, place, a thing near that can set a pace for you. Once you do that, remember, this is your race. Even though there are similarities, these are your goals, this is your aim. It may be similar to what other people are doing, but it's yours specifically. Own it. And lastly, finish strong. Go as hard as you can. Create as much of a distance between just your normal lackadaisical or just mindless effort. Create as much distance between that and your best effort. And I'm telling you, you'll be satisfied and your life will catapult in ways that you never imagined. As I say, you know, no matter where you are, always remember there's hope. Let me know what y'all think about the video in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to like the video to help move this video and other videos like it forward in the algorithm. Until the next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video.